Alright, class. I hope the pizza at lunch was good today. I know it's ravioli tomorrow, so there you go. Today we will be outlining the book Getting and Keeping a Good Job. We won't get through it all today, but we'll start it today. And what we'll focus on is first impressions in finding that job that you want. There are a lot of jobs out there, but you want to make sure you find one that your skills will be matched up to best. So first impressions count. That's number one. If you go to a job or you're walk into a business and you ask if they're hiring, would you want to wear a hoodie like this?
No.
Probably not. The undershirt I have here, collared shirt, that might suit well, and maybe some khakis. But first impressions do count. Unfortunately, we'll be judged basically pretty highly on that first impression by people we do meet. So first impressions are very important. The way you present yourself may make the difference in whether or not you get the job you want. Employers only have they pretty much judge you in the first 30 seconds. They know if they want you or they don't want you. So first impressions are very big, and I can't overstate that. What are employers looking for? What would you look for in a job seeker if you were an employer? Anyone have anything for that? Okay. What would you look for?
A motivated person.
Motivated? How would you show your motivation?
By taking on additional responsibilities.
Okay. Good. Great expectations. You have to have great expectations for yourself in order to succeed. Do you look like the right person? Personal appearance, manner, paperwork. Are you completing all your paperwork in a timely fashion, and are you having all the paperwork you need to get the job? If you're constantly turning in things individually and not together, done at once, it's not going to look good. How will your future job tasks be? Are you going to do that with your job? They see that right away. And again, personal appearance, that goes with our initial impressions. Can an employer count on you? Attendance, punctuality, reliability. If you're getting your paperwork, it kind of goes back to that. If you're getting your paperwork done and handed in on time when you're initially applying for that job, and you show up 5 minutes prior to the interview, maybe 10 minutes prior to the interview, they're going to think that they can count on you, and they'll see you as a reliable person with their initial impressions. Great expectations continued. What can you do? What are you going to do for your employer? Every employer will ask you that question. How can you be an asset? Your skills, obviously. What skills are you offering them? Your abilities, skills and abilities, they kind of go hand in hand. Your experience, what work experience do you have? A lot of you don't have a lot of work experience yet, and even if it's you wash the dishes every night, every little bit that you have to offer right now that you can inform your future employer of is great. Do you mow your neighbor's yard every summer? Education, where are you at? I know a lot of you guys are 15, 16, 17. Education. Your training, what training experience? Did you work at your uncle's farm 2 years ago during the summer? What skills and experience did you learn there? Your interests, this is very important. I can't stress this enough. You want to do what you want to do, what you're good at, and what you would like to do. Yes, tongue twister, you're right, Freddie. I know, I got stuck there, didn't I? You want to do something you're passionate in. And obviously not every job, especially at the beginning, is going to be like that, but I can't stress that enough. You want to mold yourself in the right path. Hobbies goes with interests. Volunteer work. Have you volunteered? We go to Feed My Starving Children every other Friday. That's volunteering. Definitely put that on your resume, and while we're working to complete that I'll definitely make sure that's on there. Life experience. General life experience. What have you experienced in life? Achievements. Freddie, he won that race last year. Yes, it was a community race. It wasn't school affiliated, but that's an achievement. You got that banner. There you go. Put it on there. Didn't I do a great job here? Important of describing your skills. It's very important. It's hard to describe. Some people don't like to talk about themselves. It's hard to, you kind of feel cocky when you're speaking of yourself. But, this is your first impression with the company, your future employer. You need to present yourself. And definitely presenting yourself and describing the skills that you do have to offer. More than 80% of all job seekers are unable to describe their skills in an interview. Like I said, it's a tough thing to do. You need to do it in a way where you're not sounding cocky, but you're saying how you can help their company. The skills triangle. 3 types of skills: self-management, job-related, and transferable. The way you identify and present your skills affects every part of your job search. Identify your skills. Continue. Self-management skills. Describe your personality. Allow you to adapt to new situations. Make you a good worker. Transferable skills. Can be used in a variety of jobs. You can transfer them from one thing to another. Usually require some training or experience. A lot of these things may be instilled in us when we're young. As our parents are raising us, they always want us to be on time. We have to complete our work on time. Those could be transferable skills. Are often used for screening applicants, definitely. Job-related skills. Required for a particular job. You can't be a plumber unless you've had some training in plumbing, right? Usually require some training or experience. Often used for screening applicants. Scan skills. We're just going to throw it all out there. Our basic skills: reading, writing, mathematics, speaking and listening. Thinking skills: being able to learn, making decisions, and solving problems. And personal qualities: responsibility, honesty, self-control, and self-esteem. In order to be confident in your job, you have to have high self-esteem and show that you enjoy what you're doing. Ah. All right. Workplace competencies. Must have resources, interpersonal skills, technology training or knowledge of. And I know a lot of you guys, all of you grew up in an era where technology is basically taking over the world. So I know you all have your Facebooks, Instagrams, you know what you're doing. Systems and information. Now we can go. There we go. Areas of experience. This is huge, but again, right now, this time in your life, you're not going to have a lot of experience. So it's important to draw on everything you can think of. I mean, it's not easy. You're not just going to be able to sit down, write everything out, and be done with it. You're going to have to go back. You'll think of something on the way to the grocery store with your mom. Oh yeah, I did that at one time for my auntie. That can be transferred, and it shows that you have some sort of experience in there. You'll gain that experience. Don't worry about it. Paid work. It could be paid work. It could be informal work like babysitting, family farming, and lawn mowing, like we were talking about when you worked at your uncle's farm 2 summers ago. That's all important information for your future employer to know. Volunteer work, like I said, feed my starving children every other Friday. That's on there. And that shows that you have an empathy towards life, towards human life. School and extracurricular experiences. Vocational training programs. What are we doing now? Right here. Put it down. Other related courses. Again, anything you can think. Will's in football. He plays corner. He's a great corner. We're working on that. He wants to put that down. He goes to practice every day at 5 o'clock and he stays until 8. That's dedication. That's showing. I mean, in a way, it's a job. It's a commitment, and future employers want to see that. Oh, your teacher's coming. All right. Well, that's all the time we have for today. We'll finish this slideshow on Wednesday, and enjoy the rest of your day.